Stage will like you're nothing, you're zero, you don't know anything. Whenever you think that things are not going your way, stop for a while. Trying matters more than having perfection. Response is not like a thing you can teach someone. Like it's that experience always makes you wise. Your perception of the world changes, your perception about people changes, your perception about things and how to handle those things, it also changes. I would say it's okay if you react emotionally.
हेलो, मैं यश फटाले। मैं एक सेकंड ईयर में स्टूडेंट हूँ और ये यूट्यूब चैनल बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग रहना है। लेट्स से व्हाट नीड्स टू बी सेड। थैंक यू। सो बेसिकली अयन, क्या तू वापस हमको रिवाइज करा सकते हैं कि हमने पिछले पार्ट में क्या किया है?
So, पिछले part में we talked about the way you should respond, why silence is important when you have a fight, and why people behave certain way after they fight or after something happens with them. Yeah, that was basically all of it. The main thing was like कुछ करने से पहले सोचो और फिर act करो. Don't act impulsively.
तो बेसिकली मुझे आप पे को अभी हम नया टॉपिक जो कर रहे हैं, हमने पिछले इसमें किया कि उसके से क्या क्या होता है, और ये पार्ट में मेरे को डिस्कस करना है कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हम कैसे खुद को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, कैसे रिस्पॉन्सिव्स को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। तो बेसिकली जैसे अभी हम खुद मेडिकल इसमें है, मेडिकल प्रोफेशन
Yeah.
में, तो हमारी लाइफ में बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस है
बहुत ज़्यादा.
और उसके वजह से हमारे लाइफ में रिस्पॉन्स इज एवरीथिंग, but I want you to clear it to the viewers कि why is response everything?
I feel that response is everything because it will affect the further course of action. It will decide the further course of action that will happen with you or that you are going to do. Because when you act in a certain way, it like subconsciously decides in your mind that you are going to act like this in the near future too, and you will do a certain things the certain way. For example, if you act impulsively on something in a good way or in a bad way, if you do it in a good way, your brain will subconsciously decide, yeah, अब अच्छे काम पे जाना है, अब you have to move on the good side. If you don't act properly, it will be like okay, everything's falling down, वो fight mode में आ जाएगा, it will start ruining things and just go in a bad direction basically mostly. So yeah, response decides what to do in the near future or what will be your course of action, how will you behave, what the other things will happen and how it will affect your life.
तो क्या तू प्लीज हमारे जो जूनियर्स रहेंगे या हमारे जो सीनियर्स रहेंगे या हमारे बैचमेट्स रहेंगे,
Yeah.
उनको उनको हेल्प कर सकते हैं अंडरस्टैंड करने में कि कैन पैनिक मेक स्मार्ट पीपल स्टूपिड, हमारे प्रोफेशन में भी और बाकी प्रोफेशंस में भी, और कैसे?
Yeah, panic can make you smart people stupid because when panic sets in, panic कब set होता है, basically it's like when you have little time to do things and you feel like you're kept on doing one thing again and again and again and you're not getting any results out of it, so you just lose your confidence and the panic sets in. It's like okay, now I won't be able to do this, everything's going to fail, I won't be able to complete my goal, I won't be able to study properly, I won't be able to write the exams properly, I'm going to fail in my life, I'm a big failure. Panic will bring you down to a stage where you're like you're nothing, you're zero, you don't know anything, कुछ नहीं आता, चुप रह तू. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people fail in this, stressful situations because there are a lot of people they're good on their own. जब वो फ्री रहते हैं, no stress around them, बहुत अच्छे से काम करते हैं, but as soon as that stress factor comes in, वो उनसे handle नहीं होता है and they lose everything through it. So yeah, panic makes a lot of people lose their minds. It makes a lot of people do stupid things and they fail at the end because of it. I'll just say that whenever you think that things are not going your way, stop for a while, reassess what you are doing, think for a while about it. क्या तुमने ऑलरेडी कर लिया है, क्या तुम्हें आगे और करना है, एंड हाउ मच टाइम यू आर लेफ्ट. एक नया प्लान बनाओ, स्टार्ट फ्रेश, यू ऑलरेडी नो व्हाट यू आर डन, सो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट. ठीक है, आई बेसिकली अगर एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बोलूँ तो इफ यू नो यू आर रेड समथिंग, कुछ ना कुछ तो लिख के आओगे तुम. इट्स नॉट लाइक यू आर फॉरगेटिंग एवरीथिंग, यू वोंट बी एबल टू राइट एनीथिंग. Just don't let that fear of not becoming successful or having the perfection in it keep you from doing things, because perfection matters at some points, but trying matters more than having perfection. That's what I think, because if you try, you know that how to do things better the next time when you do it, and the next time when you do it, it's highly possible you will perfect the things or you'll master how to do things. So don't panic. Basically panic करने से कुछ नहीं होगा. अगर तुम रो के पढ़ो या खुश होके पढ़ो, पढ़ना तुम्हारे को ये तो just be happy and study or be happy and do whatever you want and it will make life go easy.
How important it is to manage our emotions or control our emotions in emergencies?
In emergencies, for example, if you see in hospitals, if we say a doctor is like plays the role of a leader, as we have learned, a doctor works as a team leader, he will direct everyone. And if you see that suppose a patient comes in and that patient is somehow some things happen in the doctor's past that the doctor relates with the patient, but if at that time the doctor lets his emotion take over his logic or lets that emotion take over his leadership skills, he won't be able to save that patient. So at that point, it's necessary for him. Ki, ha, theek hai. You should tell yourself, okay, this part of me exists, but not right now. I
Mhm.
need to focus on my job. I need to focus on my work, because right now, if I don't do it, someone's life literally depends on it. I should do things which are required for me to do. I do have that emotions with me. I'll deal with them later. I have a lot of time with me. I'll deal with them. I'll definitely look into them. But right now, I need to do things because a lot of people are dependent on me. Because if a doctor goes blank, no one will be able to do anything. अगर एक surgery चल रही है, if the chief surgeon goes blank, nurse को नहीं पता क्या करना है. Nurse is there to help. The anesthetist is there to help. The techs are there to help, but they don't know what to do. You need to tell them what to do. So yeah, you need to respond according to the situations you have around yourself. Even in situations that you face in your daily lives, the way you respond is very important, because if you break down at a point, people will start looking at you like, yeah, he won't be able to handle stress, they won't give you a lot of responsibility, and after a point you won't believe in yourself, because वो खुद का कॉन्फिडेंस लो हो जाएगा. You will feel that हाँ, अगर stress आया, I won't be able to handle it, I will break down, I won't be able to do things. It's okay to feel emotional. It's actually good to have those emotions, that you can express them all. But there's a point where you need to stop, and you need to focus on what's more important right now, and you can deal with your emotions later on, because that's how life works. You have to balance both the things continuously.
अभी जैसे वो तो बहुत करेक्ट चीज़ है, पर और साइकोलॉजी बेसिकली बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है. अपन को भी कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन या फिर एडकॉम, दैट इज़ एथिक्स, कम्युनिकेशन एंड
Attitude.
एटीट्यूड, राइट. सो उसमें भी अपन को साइकोलॉजी एंड कम्युनिकेशन के बारे में पढ़ा रहे हैं. पर बाकी कॉलेजेस में जैसे इंजीनियरिंग के एंड ऑल, उसमें रिस्पॉन्स के बारे में कैसे करना चाहिए वो सब नहीं पढ़ाते. स्कूल में भी बहुत सारे स्कूल्स में नहीं पढ़ाते हैं. तो फिर शुड रिस्पॉन्स बी टॉट इन स्कूल एंड कॉलेजेस सो दैट पहले के बच्चे भी, जो छोटे बच्चे, वो सीख जाए और कॉलेज में भी वो अपने को और रिफाइन कर पाए.
I feel response is not like a thing you can teach someone. It's more like a experimental thing, a practical thing, जो करने से ही होगा. The more you talk to people, the more you interact with people, the more situations you go through, the more challenges you face in your life, it like gives an experience that how you should work, how you should react, how you should not react. Like it's that experience always makes you wise. So yeah, because even now, if I look back, to, not even much, 2 years back in my life, at a point I would have reacted certain very differently to certain things in my life. And right now, when I think about it, right now when those situations arise in my life, I act very differently. Back then, I would have acted impulsively. I would have done things wrong. I would have regretted it. Right now, I wait, I think about it, and then I act upon it. So, response is like you need to learn it up by yourself. You need to talk to people. You need to understand it. And as you said, engineering में वो लोगों को नहीं पढ़ाते. We are taught attitude, ethics, and communication because we are required to behave that way. We are required to do the certain things with patient. We are required to talk to them properly. We have to be empathetic. We have to be understanding, because not everyone's the same. When they come to us, they will be feared, they will be afraid, they will be scared to their life, no matter how minor the issues. Even if a fever, if your child has a fever, the parents will be scared. Yeah, क्या हुआ है हमारे बच्चे को? Will he be alright or not? So we are taught all these things because we need to learn them. But in other fields like engineering and all, they are not taught these things. They are taught basically when they go into job, they have foundation periods. So आप उनको वही सिखाते हैं तुम्हें टीम में कैसे काम करना है, how you should do things. But as time is passing, we are seeing a lot of changes. HR departments are there. There are a lot of de-stressing sessions are being taken on. They're teaching how to deal with situations, how to make a good team, how to have good teamwork. So yeah, it's important to teach those basic things. But हर एक का अपना अपना पर्सपेक्टिव अलग बनने के लिए यू नीड टू इंटरेक्ट विद पीपल, यू नीड टू सोशलाइज, यू नीड टू टॉक विद पीपल. इफ नॉट पीपल, आई विल सजेस्ट टॉक टू समवन. बहुत सारे एआई चैटबॉट्स आते, बात करो, जस्ट लेट थिंग्स आउट. डोंट कीप ऑन पाइलिंग देम इनसाइड, बिकॉज एक के बाद एक, you keep on keeping them inside, at a point it will come out in a bad way and it will affect you badly. So it's better to keep things going on smoothly, keep things talking, and just let everything out.
So basically, we can learn from this that skills saves lives, but calm response tells us whether you can use that skill or not.
Yeah.
तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है हाउ टू बिल्ड अ बेटर रिस्पॉन्स. तो इसमें व्हाट कैन यू से अबाउट इट, हाउ टू बिल्ड अ बेटर रिस्पॉन्स.
The best thing you learn is when you lose some things. So yeah, when you respond to certain things and you lose a few things in your life, you know the value of those things. They are gone now, you can't do anything about them, but you know how much they matter to you, how much they would have mattered to you if you had those things right now. So I would say that learn from your losses, guys, because you don't want those things to happen again and again, because after a point you need the stability in your life to be clear. I suggest that to build response, just keep on reflecting on your actions, on the things that you do in your daily life. So basically, like think about the things you do all the day when you go. Like you said, रात में जब हम सोते हैं, the whole day keeps on coming back to us. So at that point of time, just know, just reflect, yeah, आज मैंने क्या किया, आज क्या नहीं किया, what are the things that I should have done better, what are the things I should not have done today but I still did, and what was the reason behind it. And talk to more people, talk to people, networking karo, talk to people, you'll get a lot of experiences, learn from them, because the more you learn, always keep your ears open, always be ready to learn new things, because learning never goes to waste. Somewhere, someplace, you will find it helpful, you will require it, you will use it in a good way. So keep on learning, suggest good things to people, talk to them, take risk. I say take risk. It's better than regretting. It's better than regretting that you didn't do something. But if you do something, you'll know, yeah, I did it. I took a good chance. I did my best. It didn't work. If it works, it's great. It will boost your confidence. If it didn't work, you'll know that, okay, from next time I shouldn't do this. I should do this. You'll become a better person yourself. So response is like, you keep on working on yourself continuously. It's not something you can build in a day. You'll require time. You'll notice a change yourself, because if you see, in schools we used to fight with our friends, like "Katti, हमें जैसे बात नहीं करा, you're not my friend, you're not in our group anymore." We don't do these things right now. There are a lot of people who used to do those things, and they don't do these things right now. So you'll notice the change yourself when you keep on reflecting on your actions, when you start thinking calmly, when you start thinking out of logic and not just anger and ego. When you keep those egos aside, the fragile egos that destroys everything, when you keep it aside, when you don't think, when you don't react impulsively or react in anger. And I suggest that use that 24-hour method. I hardly suggest you to use it. When you think you want to do something, write it down. If you're not sure about it, think about it for a day, come back to it. And if you still want to do it, do it. Don't worry about what will happen, don't worry about the consequences, because you know you have thought about it, and that's the best thing that can happen.
मेरे को ये चीज़ बहुत अच्छी लगी ये लाइन की, एक दिन के लिए रुकना चाहिए अगर कुछ तो बहुत मेजर चीज़ है अपने लाइफ में और वो चीज़ हमारी ट्रैजेक्टरी चेंज कर सकती है। तो बेसिकली हमको एक दिन रुकना चाहिए वो करने से पहले और फिर अगर हमको तो भी वो सही लग रहा है तो करना चाहिए। इज़ दैट राइट?
Yeah, 100%.
सो बेसिकली और इट इज़ डिफिकल्ट टू चूज़ बैटल्स एंड कि हमें हमेशा जीतना नहीं चाहिए।
Yeah.
उसके से हम बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रिगर हो जाते हैं कि हमें हमेशा जीतना है। वी नेवर स्टेप बैक। तो व्हाट डू यू से अबाउट दैट?
I'll tell you frankly, I'm a very competitive person. From the beginning, I've been a competitive person. I like being in that competition. I like adrenaline, जो rush मिलता है वो. I like it. But by time I figured out that it's not important to win always. Winning isn't everything that will give you happiness. Sometimes when you lose, you learn things. So those experiences, those lessons you learn, they are way better than winning. Or if like you're fighting with someone, you know that, yeah, it won't matter you win or you lose. If you win, you know it will harm you, it will affect the other person, and if it affects the other person, it will affect you definitely. It's okay to lose, it's okay to learn, it's okay to watch back yourself. It's not like your life depends on it. If your life depends on it, work harder, you have to win that time. But there are certain points. Suppose if you're having an argument with a friend or someone you really care about, it's okay to lose that times. It's okay to step back, it's okay to keep your competitive side aside and wait for a particular period or a perfect time, because you know that whatever happens, we need this thing is more important to me. This the relation that I have with the other person is more important than winning every time. So yeah, I would say that wait for a while. It's not important to win always. You should choose your own battles, because they won't come to you directly, but you know when you should fight and when you should stop fighting. Because at a point, winning continuously is annoying to the other person. You shouldn't do that. So step back at times and reflect on yourself.
तो इसका मतलब है कि हमें हमेशा आर्ग्यूमेंट्स में जीतना ही ऐसे नहीं है। बेसिकली वी शुड थिंक अबाउट द अदर पर्सन और अगर वो आर्ग्यूमेंट में हम पीछे हटने से वी कैन सेव द रिलेशनशिप, वी शुड डू इट, राइट?
Yeah, 100%.
ओके। सो व्हाट हेल्प्ड यू पर्सनली टू रिस्पॉन्ड बेटर ओवर टाइम?
What I did personally is even I can't remember what I did personally. It just comes with time.
क्या वो एज था, फेलियर था कि अवेयरनेस था?
I'll say तीनों.
तीनों।
Age was important because as you grow, कि जब तुम बड़े होते हो, you learn things are different. Your perception of the world changes. Your perception about people changes. Your perception about things and how to handle those things, it also changes. So yeah, age was there. Second, you say what you said was
द सेकंड वाज फेलियर।
yeah, failure. Failure was like a major thing that changed my response towards things. Earlier, I used to cry over a lot of things, very minute things, or a lot of minute failures. But now I know that, yeah, it won't affect my life that much. If it does affect, I'll work on it, I'll win that time. But if it doesn't, it's okay to relax sometimes, it's okay to stay back. And the third one was awareness. Yeah, awareness is really, really important. You should be self aware. You should know yourself, you should know what you're doing, if it's right or not. You should have a good set of ethics. It's very important to have a good set of ethics. no matter what happens, I won't cross this line. You should have that boundary for yourself, because without boundaries, there will be no difference between us and animals. They live their lives as they want. We are humans because we are better than them. We have good thinking capacity. We have to set our own boundaries. That yeah, this is my last limit. I won't go beyond this, and that's how I learned to handle myself. That's how I learned to respond better.
और अगर तेरे को एक रिमाइंडर देना होगा लोगों को जो इमोशनली ओवर रिएक्ट करते हैं, तो व्हाट वुड इट बी?
I would say it's okay. It's okay if you react emotionally. It's okay that you react overly emotionally. It shows that you care. It's not that it's bad. It's actually a lot of people don't express emotions because they are afraid of how people will perceive them. It's like the people who think that he can't handle things. They fear that sigma personality, they'll lose all that. But yeah, it's okay to react emotionally. But at the same time, you should know, as you said, when to react emotionally and when you should think logically. It's important. You can have those conversations with yourselves or your friends who you prefer to, who you know that they'll understand you. So yeah, you can react emotionally. Don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid to go out and talk to people or talk to react emotionally. It's completely fine to break down, because things will happen in life which you can't handle. There will be a lot of times when you will break down and you'll have to start everything from fresh. So at that time, the only thing that will matter is you shouldn't have any regrets in your life. Yeah, I should have done this, I should have done that. But yeah, reacting emotionally is a good thing. I think it shows you that how good you can be, and what other things you can do in life. Look, as time passes, people change. No matter how hard you try to hold on to the older version of the people, or no matter how hard you try to find the things that the person that you liked, people will change. As time passes, it happens. It's human nature. They evolve. We adapt. We evolve to certain situations. We behave differently. People change according to the people that are around them. Because as you see, people we talk differently around the people we have. We behave differently around the people we have. We have different personalities around the people that are around, based on the people that are around us. So starting phase should not always be to reopen the old wounds, to reopen the old pages and start from there. You can start it new, but it doesn't have to be hard and fast that हाँ वही पुराना आदमी वही पुराना वर्जन चाहिए, because by time you also evolve. एक time जो तुम वो टाइम पे थे, after 8 months, after 6 months, you won't be that same person. No matter how hard you try, you will evolve. You will see things, you will act accordingly, and you will change yourself too.
मुझे ना ये चीज़ बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगती है कि अगर दो दोस्त साथ में हैं और फिर दे आर फ्रेंड्स फ्रॉम अ लॉन्ग टाइम, लाइक 6-7 years, और फिर वो चेंज होता है, तो मेरे को सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ क्या लगती है कि वो चेंज हो रहे हैं तो वी हैव न्यू थिंग्स टू लर्न फ्रॉम देम.
Yeah, exactly. Learn new things from people, because when people change, there are good things and good changes and bad changes. Try to focus on the good. There are a lot of bad things around you. Focus on the good. Learn new things. Learn what you can learn from them. It's good to be part of that part of the life.
क्योंकि मैंने ना अभी बहुत सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है टू थिंक अबाउट अदर पीपल्स पर्सपेक्टिव, और मैंने ये पिछले कुछ मंथ्स में बहुत अच्छे से सीखा है.
Yeah, it's important. I'll say put yourself in other person's shoes. You won't be able to understand them completely. At least 90% तो समझ ही जाओगे क्या चल रहा है, what goes on in the brain. If you talk to someone for a long time, you know that you're friends with them, you're seeing them in their worst, you're seeing them in your best. You know how that person thinks. You know how things will happen. So try thinking what our actions will do to them. Try thinking how it will affect their life, how it will affect their mental peace, and act accordingly. Because you shouldn't. At the end of the day, you shouldn't hurt people. It's bad. It's just a bad thing to do. You shouldn't do it, because you just can't have that on your moral ethics or on yourself, on your conscience, that because of me someone's not happy, or because of me something bad is going on in someone else's life. So you should try to see other people's perfect perspective as well.
Yes, it improves your relationship with that person a lot. Or the one another interesting topic, the interesting question, and
Okay.
which would be the last of the podcast.
Whew. It was a good podcast. We
It
have
was
come
a
to an end
very
of
good
it.
podcast. I learned a lot from him, and I
I
think you will
reflected a
too.
lot on myself too in this podcast. A lot of things that even I don't know that were inside me that came out with this podcast. Yeah, it was a good thing. But yeah, all good things come to an end. It doesn't have to be a sad end. We can be happy. We can be hopeful that yeah, we will return, guys.
Don't lose your people, guys.
Yeah.
We too, and you people too. So now, the best advice you heard, gave, or received.
Okay, so this is interesting, guys. Okay, a lot of people call me a nerd. They see me as a nerd. Padako banda. Okay, I'll tell you something. There's a term known as pluripotency in medicine. So pluripotency is like, it is the capacity, it is the ability of the stem cells. Stem cells are basically the basic cells which divide and form all the other cells in your body. So pluripotency is like it's like the power of the stem cells to divide and become any cell that the body wants. I feel like in your life you should have a pluripotent spirit. no matter what the challenges you face, no matter how hard things become, you should adapt, you should evolve around them. And if you change into them, if you mold into them without changing your core values, I think you always come out on the other side laughing and winning, and you will be happy in your life. So yeah, I'll say that embrace your life with a pluripotent spirit, and yeah, that's it.
Yes, and thank you for the podcast. It was very interesting for me. This was my first podcast, and I'm very grateful for having a great friend. I am very interested. Thank you, Ash.
I'm honored to be the first guest of this podcast, and I hope that you have great success in this, and that you'll win in your life.
Thank you. तो बेसिकली अगर आपको भी ऐसे कन्वर्सेशंस की नीड है या फिर आपको लगता है ज़रूरी है तो डू सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल and do follow my Instagram page, which is under the same name.